Failure is not the problem. We need failure to learn and grow. The problem is the story you're telling after the fact, both to others and to yourself. You don't always have to win, but you do always have to frame and narrate the result, because if you don't give people the story, they will make up their own. To illustrate, imagine this story. Despite his initial success in capturing Alexandria and Cairo, Napoleon Bonaparte's 1798 invasion of Egypt was an unadulterated disaster. Attack after attack failed. Hundreds of other French soldiers were wiped out by the bubonic plague. Stranded in Egypt after British Admiral Horatio Nelson destroyed the French fleet, Napoleon's limited options soon led him to leave his army behind and sneak back to France on his own. But he didn't crawl back to Paris in shame. He raced back before the bad news arrived. Napoleon then did something entirely unexpected. He held public celebrations. He framed the failed military invasion as a successful scientific expedition. Rather than focusing on death, defeat, and disease, he published reports highlighting the scientific discoveries, which had some truth, including the discovery of the Rosetta Stone. Napoleon's invasion did in fact include a large team of scientists and scholars, and their work in Egypt proved profitable, contributing to the birth of modern Egyptology. The newspapers followed his lead. The public ate it up. Napoleon's popularity soared. He was now one of the most powerful men in France. Napoleon had effectively transformed a military defeat into a political masterpiece. Within weeks, Napoleon would become the first consul of France. Napoleon's victory was not in the discoveries made in Egypt. His victory was in the stories he told in France. The lesson for strategists is not about denial or deception. It's about framing and focus. You don't have to hide from your failures, but you do have to frame them. You don't have to pretend everything went perfectly well, but you do have to tell the story of what it all means. And ideally, that includes being the first to speak. Instead of focusing on setback and defeat, focus on learning and growth. Instead of the short-term loss, focus on the long-term gain. Rather than hiding from failure, frame it as a meaningful turning point in your life story. One chapter in your overarching saga of resilience, sacrifice, destiny, or redemption. Follow to learn more about the power of strategy to make your dream a reality.